Good day, here is the tech news for the week. First, the headlines. Apple granted a patent for software that would allow for socially distant group selfies. Huawei fights to protect UK business as pressure for 5G ban mounts. Under global operations hit by cyber attack, coronavirus face mask lights up with moving mouth shapes. Google Maps adds new COVID-19 alerts as more cities reopen. Facebook's tool for transferring media to Google Photos is now available for everyone. The news in full. The US Patent and Trademark Office recently granted Apple a patent for the software that would allow for synthetic group selfies or socially distant group selfies. The software would allow a user invite others to a group selfie that would arrange them in a single image. It would remove the background image from other user selfies and place them into the user's photo. While it appears as if Apple filed for the patent as a response to the pandemic, the tech giant originally filed for the patent in 2018 and it received it June 2nd. Whether Apple decides to move forward with the patented software remains to be unseen, but it would be a perfect way for people to create memories with one another while still socially distancing. Huawei launched a major public relations campaign in the UK on Monday in a bid to persuade British politicians and the public that it can be trusted to help build the country's 5G network. The Chinese telecom giant said it plans to take out a series of full-page advertisements in most of the UK's national newspapers and online for the next 3 to 4 weeks in a campaign it's calling the commitment. Johnson had announced a 35% cap on Huawei's involvement in Britain's 5G network but faces pressure to ban the company. The Huawei ad takes the form of an open letter to address the British people as allegations against them arising. Under can confirm that a cyber attack has taken place on the Under network, the Japanese car maker said in a statement. It added that the problem was affecting its ability to access its computer servers, use email, and otherwise make use of its internal systems. The company has confirmed that work at the UK plant has been halted, alongside the suspension of other operations in North America, Turkey, Italy, and Japan. Some cybersecurity experts have said it looks like a ransomware attack, which means that hackers might have encrypted data or logged out of some of its IT systems. Catherine Cafe from the firm advised organizations to be vigilant and ensure up-to-date security systems and protocols are put in place. A light-up face mask that responds to the sound of the wearer's voice has been developed by a games developer in California. The BBC's Chris Fawkes spoke to designer Tyler Gale and had a goal to making the mask himself, although he's keeping his purely as a novelty. Google is continuing to build more helpful new features into Google Maps to assist people trying to navigate around cities that have begun emerging from the COVID-19 pandemic. Public transit directions now show relevant alerts from transit agencies about mandatory precautions. Maps is making it easier to see how crowded a train station is. Hopefully, users would also get a heads up about temporarily suspended transit lines. Additional alerts are also coming to driving mode, which will notify you about COVID-19 checkpoints and restrictions along your route, starting first in Canada, Mexico, and the US. Google will show these alerts on the main direction screen and also after navigation has started if your route will be impacted. Facebook's Google Photos transfer tool, first announced for the US and Canada back in April, is now available globally. Right now, users can only store photos on Google Photos. However, a Facebook spokesperson told The Verge in April that people will also be able to transfer photos to other companies that joined the data transfer program. That initiative was established in 2018 between Google, Facebook, Microsoft, and Twitter. It is designed to foster joint efforts around improved data sharing tools, both between the companies and for the consumers. And that's the end of the news. Thanks for listening.